how we get millennials, how we get that customer back, but all it is talk. What is an action step that we can do?
So real quickly, you have to realize that a brand is not a name, it's not a logo, it's not a color scheme. Those are just things that are associated with a brand. A brand is an expression of a belief. So if you're actually going to market to millennials or anybody for that matter, what you really have to do is give your target audience the experience of that brand. Now that is way bigger than come out and test and ride. Because here's the reality. If you're a 24 millennial who never thought about riding a motorcycle, a test and ride isn't going to get me to come out and ride a motorcycle. I've never thought about cooking sushi, so a class on sushi is not going to get me out there. So you have to attach to something that they already believe in, that they already identify with, and then attach your brand to it. And that kind of serves as an escalator, if you will, to carry them up to the product or service that you're offering. So you, in a sense, you meet them where they're at, give them an experience of a brand, and then deliver that customer base up to where your product or service offering is. Unfortunately, in this industry, too many of the big players are trying to do it the opposite way. Too many of the big players are saying, well, we'll redesign bikes, that'll get them in. No. I mean, really, there's no reason to expect that to even work. Because it's not like they're coming up with designs. It's not like a council of millennials are coming up with new bike designs and then a bike maker says, oh yeah, let's give them what they want. They're not expressing anything they want. So instead, you have to go to them, and that's something that actually takes a completely different skill set. I won't name a name, but we went to a fairly large player, and I said, okay, well, take me to your marketing department, because that's kind of my hot spot, right? So we went to the marketing department, and they said, and I asked them, I said, what are you doing to market? And they said, oh, we have a new press campaign, new ad layout, and here's the pictures and stuff. I said, that's advertising, not marketing. I said, what are you doing to market? Oh, yeah. We have these 5 people, they're all doing our social media. That's not marketing. That's advertising. What are you doing to market? And it's almost like this big company, deer in the headlight look, and they're like, we might not be doing anything to market. And you have this realization, even outside this industry. You have players like Toys R Us, Sears. Sears is another great example of a company that counted on its brand recognition, not the brand and the marketing of the brand, just brand recognition to drive people in the door. And as much as we would love to say, oh, well, internet retail's killing brick and mortar, we know that's a lie. We know that's a lie for 2 reasons. One, Amazon is getting into brick and mortar. Not only that, but if we really thought about it, retail would kill the internet if retail marketed well. Because the internet is this. Let's pretend the internet was first, and you and me are going to purchase something. And then we decide, say, okay, you're looking for some shoes. And I said, well, what are you going to do to buy those shoes? And you said, well, I'm going to go online, and I'm going to order them, and I get free shipping, and 2 days later they're going to show up, and I might not like them, they might not fit well, then I have to send them back. What if I came to you and said, hey, there's this place 4 minutes down the street. You can try them on and take them home for free for shipping wise, and you can have them today. If that actually came out after the internet would die. And Amazon knows this, and that's why they're trying to catch up to retail, brick and mortar retail, before retailers realize, wait a second, we actually have what Amazon's after. And too many of these dealers and retailers, especially when you look at dealers who make more off accessories as opposed to deliverable machines, these people have a great position if they were to market. But instead I go into these stores and I'm like, well, what are you doing? Well, we're getting our new e-commerce platform up, which is fine, but if it's donuts to donuts and it's your e-commerce platform or Amazon, I'm going to Amazon. But if I can go to your store instead of Amazon, you should really be thinking your job is to keep me off of the internet. And that's something that totally escapes most people in this industry.
So I see the job titles, and it's VP of Sales and Marketing.
Yeah.
Sales and marketing are 2 different entities.
Totally separate things, yes.
Can you touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, so marketing is, to go back to your brand, marketing is really giving people that experience of the brand. So you have to say to yourself, what do I want people to feel, think? I mean, when I do a seminar, and we do seminars, our largest crowd has been 15,000 people. So when I do seminars, I say, hey, when I say Apple, what do you think of? And people will say, no viruses, cutting edge. I said, nobody thought of the fruit? Thousands of, but nobody thought the fruit? Because that brand is so powerful And that's really the experience that they're getting. And Samsung, to their credit, kind of plays off of it and says, you know, hey, those are the yuppie guys, and you know, the commercial for Samsung shows like 4 yuppies in line with mochachinos or something. But it's still, Apple developed that brand. And because they marketed the brand, not the product, because they marketed the brand, if Apple tomorrow said, hey, we're going to make motorcycles, you'd have a line of millennials out the door to get one. No proven track record, but nobody doubts they would sell. There would actually be a waiting list. Meanwhile, you have a 115-year-old company who can't seem to figure out how to get people in the door because they're not marketing. Purple Monkey Garage is the business. We also have Shift Capital, that's SHYFT-Capital, where we help dealers kind of with their cash flow. And then my show is the Josh Tolley Show. So JoshTolley.com, JoshTolley.com, and they can find out all the information there, and all of my books are on, coincidentally, Amazon, so they can get the books there.